everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where we cover the tools, tips, and trainings you need to succeed as a travel advisor. Tonight, we have a very cool training. We are kicking off Cruise Week, and we are going to be starting with GoCCL, which is also known as Carnival's booking platform. We're going to go step by step through the platform so you can understand how to navigate it, where to find key features, and how to maximize your Carnival bookings as an advisor. If you are live here, make sure you go ahead and drop a hello so I can see that you are here. And if you are happen to catch this on replay, make sure you comment hashtag replay so that I know that you stopped by. Let me go ahead and remove all this fancy stuff off your screen, and while I'm doing so, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss when I'm going live. So as you can see, I am already logged in to GoCCL. If you have not signed up for Carnival Cruise Line, make sure you visit the Travel Cafe where you will see Carnival Cruise Line. You can go through the steps there to get registered with them, and pay attention to the user ID when you're creating it. It's going to be a little bit different for the setup, so make sure you read the rules on how to get set up for them. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the platform. Now, I am going to run through a regular booking and a group booking tonight, but before I do those, I want to talk about all the tabs first, okay? So, first we have right here, of course, the create booking. You can do the individual stateroom or the group bookings. You can also manage your bookings here. And if you already have done a booking and you want to go in and upgrade your client's room, you can go in here and put the booking information and it will give you the options. They also have rates and promotions, which I really like this because you can just click it and just go right in there. You don't have to waste time trying to look this up. A lot of our vendors make us search for this stuff, not them. And you can come in here and just click one of these more details. It'll give you all the stuff that you need for it, terms and conditions, and even the banners if you want to use them on your social media platforms. Continuing down, keeps closing every time I open it. Any kind of upgrades that they make to the booking platform, you can check it right here. And then if somebody has a VIFP number, that means that they have sold with Carnival in the past and they are with the reward program. So you will go ahead and be able to search that up. If you don't know the number, you can look it up with their name and date of birth. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this. A lot of people, if they have nicknames, like for example, if their name's Pamela, but they go by Pam, a lot of times they put Pam instead of Pamela. So if you can't find it right away, try to see if they go by a different name than what they actually signed up with. You can find out the VIFP club information here, and any of the rewards that they have will also be listed inside here under the booking tab. Next one we have are ships and sailings. So these are all the ships that they have available. These are the new exclusive destinations that are provided only by Carnival. They have 2 new ones going out. And then, of course, they have specialty sailings. So these two are they're going to be niche based. So this is 55th birthday celebration for Carnival, and then America's 250th birthday here. And then they have Australia, and then Fun Style, and even Carnival Journeys. These are going to be longer than usual, and they're going to go to just different destinations than what you would get typically on a Carnival cruise. So a little fancier on this side. But continuing on, they have a wonderful marketing collateral library between the photos. They also have destination flyers, general flyers, onboard flyers, even program flyers. They have e-brochures and even webinar backgrounds that you can feel free to use. Then it comes down to the actual links that are going to bring you somewhere else. But they have logos, videos, and images here. They have really good videos that you guys can use. Make sure you've watched my CapCut training. Basically, I show you guys how to edit videos like this so it doesn't hit that copyright, and also make sure you change the music or it's not going to work for Carnival. They have copyrighted music on their videos. So Carnival YouTube channel, you guys can watch any of that there. Brochure orders, if you want to order collateral to get sent to your house, it'll go through here. Agent photos, that's just a highlight of us. Not us, but just agents in general. Next, booked clients. So Carnival has 2 ways that you guys can pay, and they also have a booking link, which is pretty fun. I love that booking link. Listen, I sent that out. We already got the payment. We're good to go, right? So they have that now, and as well, they also have Fun Ship Pay. So Fun Ship Pay is basically where they do the deposit and then they pay over time. You can also schedule out the payments. Then on top of that, they also have financing powered by FlexPay, which is where they can go in and make payments. The ship, of course, The cruise, of course, is paid off up front by the financing, and then they make payments as they go. So they have two options for that. Typically, though, if you're just doing like a regular booking and it's more than 90 days out, you can just go in there and reserve it, get a deposit, make payments like normal. But they have these two extra things that you can come in and do as well. Now, down at the bottom, they have Be Your Hero program that leads basically to upgrades. The fun shop is just going to show you different things. Before you board facts, these are really good if you want to make like a lead magnet for your client, for their first cruise, etc. You can get a lot of information out of there. The Cheers beverage program. Let's go look at that. So they have a very particular program for when it comes to the beverages. It's all inclusive. This allows guests to enjoy a wide range of alcoholic and non alcoholic beverages, and they just pay like a flat daily rate. They have to be over 21 in order to purchase it. And if one person purchases it, then the entire cabin has to purchase it for anyone who's over 21. So I'm going to tell you, it has a lot of information. If you feel like reading it, go for it. But it's all located inside the Knowledge Center, okay? But basically, I'll tell you some things. Make sure they purchase it before. Don't wait because it goes up. Like you can see here, it's $69 per person plus the 18% service charge is going to be calculated. It's going to be based off of how many days they're going for the ship, right? Now, if they were to go in there and they want to wait till they get on board, it goes up. And then you can wait, all right? But of course, you don't want to wait because you want to save some money. So make sure you let them know that. I always tell my clients in general, though, if you guys want to do excursions, if you want to do specialty dining, if you guys want to do any programs like this, make sure you purchase them way in advance. Do not wait till you get on board because it's always more expensive on board. They have restrictions on when they consider it pre-boarding and after when it's considered onboarding, so make sure that you don't miss that deadline. And they can technically do all of this, of course, on the app, or they can call and do it as well. The beverages, they do have certain exclusions, and then they have a lot of restrictions that you guys can read. If you have any questions about it, like it says, program allows up to 15 alcoholic drinks per 24 hours. That's a lot of alcohol. So if I would sell, like if I was going to sell this to a client, I'd be like, hey, how much do you plan on drinking? Because on average, the drinks are like $5 starting price. So if you plan on drinking at least 15 alcoholic beverages and you want to get good ones, okay, go ahead. But if you don't want to do that, then don't waste your money. So just keep that in mind how much they're actually going to drink before you offer a Cheers program to them. All right. Now, anything that we want to know about, basically, honestly, it's all here. They have air information, they have embarkation day check-in, luggage, they have youth programs. I like this little knowledge center. If you just click on one of the stuff in here, if you have different questions in here, even if you like click on shore excursions, they bring you to that. So this is going to be like an outside link. This isn't actually going to be based off of the client. The clients do have to go in here and sign into their Carnival account, and then they'll be able to pick which ones they want, etc. But you can share this link with them so they know where to go. They can also see this inside their app as well. All right, continuing. So we got all that good knowledge. Let's continue on. So we've already went over all of here now. You guys have seen these external links. Let's continue on to knowledge and training. So I actually really have to tell you guys something. This is pretty cool. So live events and shipboard opportunities. They're already sold out for the year, but they do this every year. So just pay attention, okay? This is for fall, but they do seminar at seas, and these are like actual trips. And this one, like right here, isn't sold out leaving out of Galveston. Sells November 8th. It's $937 per person, but it's a 7-day seat. So we like that. They have the cruise experience, okay? Additional information, what's required, and to book it, you have to contact them. But it's pretty cool. And then if you attend this, and after you take the program, if you make 10 bookings within 60 days, you get a $500 gift card. So, hey, you like that. It's via reward points, I must add. But that's just basically how they have a little setup for us to learn and motivate us to sell more. Now, I'm going to tell you, Carnival loves travel agents. They love us. They take care of us here. So you're going to see a lot of rewards, a lot of different options. A couple weeks ago, I want to say, they had a like rewards where you get to spin every day for 15 days to try to win something. They do that a lot. So always just kind of log in and check the vendor to see what they got going on. They also have ship tours that you guys can, they already have it sold out for fall, but you guys can take advantage of those. And then they have live webinars that you guys can also see, register. Yeah. So that is how their training works when it comes to this part. But they also have a learn and earn training program that you can take advantage of. That is how you go and become a expert in Carnival. They have several different programs, like over 50 different curricular things that you can take a look at. And after you renew it, you can go in, of course, take additional courses if you want to. Any of the knowledge that you're looking for outside of that can always also be found in the Knowledge Center. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the training. I highly recommend getting certified because why wouldn't you want to get certified in this? Like, sure, go ahead, right? So definitely take advantage of that. And then it also kind of helps too with the learning earning program. It's going to kind of carry over to the travel agents reward program. So travel agent reward program is considered what they call loyalty rocks. It's really awesome because you get to go in every time you guys do a booking. You have to do it within 30 days of the booking. Okay, I've missed out because of this because I didn't know it was 30 days. Whoopsies, but it's 30 days within the booking date. You will go in there and you put in your rewards. Let me open it real quick. You go in there and you put in your rewards right here and you enter the bookings. You have to manually do this. They do not do this for you, okay? And that's because I have 0 points because I missed it. I just did a Carnival booking. I didn't know it had to be 30 days, but it does. So make sure you put it in there. Now, another thing I'm going to tell you about this too. You guys can use this as a bonus points opportunities. They have those a lot. And is two, they have this learn and earn. This is where you have to click in order to get your certificate. Okay. And then they even have a shopping center where you guys can buy stuff at discounted prices. I don't really know too much about it, but it's in there. So cool. Thanks, Carnival. So that is how that part works. Now, they also will have advisor cruise discounts. Now, these are actually in the Interline program. I would have to show that to you, which I will when we go through the booking process, but it is a part of the program. If you need to know how the Interline program works, you guys can check and see. It does say forms of verification accepted. When you use Interline, that's basically our travel advisor rates, but they call it Interline program here. You have to have verification. Of course, we have that. IATAN CLIA or certificate says you guys can use that in order to get verified, but it has to be only for travel advisors. We have to be on the selling in order to qualify for the Interline program, and I will show you where that's at inside the bookings. Okay, so that is our program. And then at the bottom, that's just a flyer. It's just a flyer about their award-winning cruise line. That's it. All right. So now let's go ahead and create a booking, shall we? I'm going to start with an individual booking here. It says selling or ship date is how we can search. Now from here, you're going to put in the dates. Today we're selling out of Miami. We're going to do the Conquest because it's considered the most ratchet cruise they have. So we're going to go party on the Conquest. It leaves out of Miami, so we'll pick dates that kind of go with that. And I'm going to show you how to do like Interline and all of that in the process. All right. So dates real quick. Let's just pick February and March. Sounds great. Cell 2, we'll leave that one blank, leave the ship blank, but we're going to go ahead and pick Miami. Now, I'm going to tell you something too. You guys have to understand that when it comes out of Florida, see, they have Miami, Florida, this is Orlando, and then they have Jacksonville. So make sure you guys are paying attention. And here, they even have Tampa. So they have 4 different ports for Florida, which I really think is cool because a lot of times people will be like, I want to go out of Florida. Great. Where do you want to go out of? Well, we have options here. Sometimes not all the ports will populate, so just keep that in mind for other cruise lines. But here, they do. So, Miami, perfect. Now, typically the Conquest is going to go for like 3 to 4 days, so we'll just leave that box open to let it decide. All right. Moving on down. Next part, they have guest qualifiers. You can see Interline. If you pick that, it's going to show the Interline rates. This is our program. This is for travel advisors. Okay. They also have senior plus 55 for discounts in military as the qualifiers. Next, you want to choose state of residency. We'll just say Florida for today. If they had a VIFP number, you can put it in here. If you don't know it, you can click search and search by their name and date of birth. Keep in mind they might use their nickname, not their regular name. Now, let's go ahead and hit search sailings. So automatically it's going to put 2 guests in here. If you need to add more, you can. It will go up to 5, which is pretty cool because a lot of them don't. Anything past that, of course, call Carnival so they can book. And let me do my spew real quick. If you guys don't know this already, you guys can just call the cruise lines and they will help you do the reservations. If it's too hard for you online, just call. Because I've seen Princess, if it gets too much, call them and they can help you. They don't take any of your commission or nothing. They will help you, but you need to have the names and date of births for them to close the reservation. And typically, the cruise lines, they don't send you anything unless you just reserve it. So get names, date of births, call, reserve, etc. to do all the work. All right. Now, for today, we're going to use 2 people. If they had VIFP numbers, you can put them here again, and then they have the other filters for the dating range. But we have something going on here, so let's just pick one of these. Look, okay. Wait, we wanted to go on the conquest, right? Let's apply some filters here. We need to find our specific ship here. There we are. Carnival Conquest. Thank you. Now, one time I'm gonna tell you guys, I made a TikTok video about this ship one time, and it got a lot of views. So I'm just gonna leave that there. Y'all do whatever you need to. All right, now let's go on March. I don't know. Let's just pick one of these here. Okay, March 9th. So I picked the most expensive one. That's cool. Here, this one. That's 3 days. All right, let's go with this one because it's 4 days. I don't like doing 3 days. I think that's boring. So let's do 4 days. Okay. You can also come in here and check to see if groups are booked. This is really nice because if you want to do a group booking, but you're not sure if you're ready to do a group booking yet, you can just click right there and it'll tell you if it's already booked. You can only book so many groups on one cruise line. Okay. You can't have multiple bookings like that. So if you are looking to do a group booking, make sure it's available before you even offer that to your client. You can check right here. Now, in this setting, we're just going to do a regular booking. So select sailing. Now it's going to give us different options here, and the options are based off of the available offer codes. You can come in and compare the offers to see which one's the best if you want to, or you can really just come down here and look and see for yourself. Now in this setting, we're going to go ahead and do the balcony, but keep in mind, the cheapest price might not come with the best deal. So like this is bundle sip and serve. This means it's going to have probably something offered with the Cheers program or something, right? So I would take a look at that. There we go. Oh, I can't see it. Says premium Wi-Fi plan are included. Oh, well, that's, let's see. There we go. Cheers. Yeah, that's what I thought. And premium Wi-Fi are reflected in this cruise price. So it might look like a lot, but offering that to your client is really going to be cool because they might already want that. So include it. Then on top of that, they have 50% reduced deposits, and you can choose your room location. That might be perfect for just the right client, right? But let's just say in the setting it's not. We're going to go to the next one. So look at this one: early saver, reduced deposit, and onboard credit. Now, if it's an interline program, it's going to say that here, right here. It's going to say interline. So make sure you pay attention and you don't offer that to your client because it will be cheaper since it's an interline program. Now, remember, interline means us, okay? So let's just go ahead. Let's get the best option. Ooh, pack and go non-refundable. That's just going to be the cheapest option available. But I really like this one here because it has reduced deposit and onboard credit. This is something I would offer my clients. So they're going to want a balcony room, so we're just going to click it. Now, if I wanted to, I could pick like this. Oops, compare, and then this one. Okay, and then this one. You don't have to click through. All right, and then compare 3 of 3 if I wanted to. But we're not going to do that. We don't have to. We can just go with what we got and then get rid of that. All right, so this is the one I want. I could tell it's the best because it's got that onboard credit. Let's continue. So now it's going to give us different room options. The biggest thing that you have to pay attention to the room options is if they can pick their own location. If they can't, that means it's a guaranteed room. Therefore, Carnival will pick it for them. If not, you want to take a look and see where the best room option is. You can see in here too that the offer code feature includes price protection, which means that the price will never raise. It includes onboard credit of $10 per cabin. Wow. I thought they were going to do something big there. $10. Like, yay. All right. So then we have the others. Let me just look at all these different. I like the fact that it's only like it's this average per person and it lets me choose my room. So I'm still not mad about it. Let's keep going. So let's see here. 649, but this is going to depend on where it is. So this is the balcony room, 8A upper. This is the best option, the cheapest option, but these are probably in better locations. Like this is a premium wrap around balcony at aft, which is the back of the ship, view extended balcony, upper and Empress, Lido and Panorama. This is the different decks that it is. So when you're deciding this, make sure you find out what client kind of like. Like if they've been on a ship before, a lot of them will tell you, I want to stay in the aft. A lot of them don't like to stay at the beginning of the ship. Cool. That helps that. And then available on these decks. Available on these decks. Lido, Panorama, this is going to mean that it's close to stuff. The Lido deck's going to be closer to certain things, Panorama, etc. So make sure that you are on the right balcony deck when it comes to it. Just don't go in and pick the cheapest price, because sometimes the cheapest price, it's just, it's upper deck, that's it. There's nothing else included in it, right? So pay attention. Now, you technically can come in here and do a quick quote if you want. It's going to give you all the information that you need. Now, of course, make sure you do guest view if you send it to your client. If not, they will be able to see your commission. Okay? Guest view. Then it's going to tell you how this works, the payout, the total price. It's also going to give you the option to add in vacation protection. You can technically add it per client, but of course, I'm just going to add the whole thing. I don't know why you would do it per client. Do it for both, okay? Don't do it just for one, unless they ask. But gratuities, of course, is $64 per guest. You can't add it in there, or you can add it after for both of these options. If I just were to leave it blank, the total is $12.98. Come down here. It's going to tell you all the other details. For example, the due date. That means I can go in here and reserve this without taking any payments because it's not due technically. They have the final due date of December 24th, which is giving them plenty of time to pay that off. The commission's $116, but mind you, the total's only $12.98. So what you gonna get, right? And then the total onboard credit is $10, which is listed here. Now let's just say in this setting, we're gonna go all the way through. Let's hit continue. All right, now we have to pick the room. These are the decks that it's available on. Stateroom preferences. If you have booking more than one people, you can do a connecting room. And if they need an accessible stateroom, you could do that here. All right. And then, of course, we're going to just say in this setting, we don't need no preferences or anything like that. We can just go in and stateroom. Now, if you already know the search by the cabin, you can also do that too, but we're just going to pick one for now. All right, and then we're going to put their information in. If they add protection or gratuities, they'll go in. Then you book it. That's it. That's all you have to do. You're good to go. So that's how to do a regular booking. Okay, I'm going to go back now, and we're going to talk about group bookings. So to do a group booking, you are going to click booking and then group bookings. All right, now this is a sailing search, and this is very particular. So my best suggestion for you, if you want to do a group booking, go find the ship that you want to do it on and the dates, and then come back in here and do it, because if not, you're going to be searching for a while. So since we don't technically have that, we're going to be searching for a little bit. I'm just going to make it as easy as possible. Let's just say April to May. Okay, maximum 90 days. Group type, of course, is affinity group unless there's some kind of open promotion available, but we're going to do affinity group for today. We already said that we want to go on the Carnival Conquest, and the destination, of course, can either be the Bahamas or the Caribbean. Typically, it's the Bahamas, just like that. And then the departure port is going to be Miami. Now, you will see something. A minimum of 8 stateroom requests is required for a group booking. This means that for a group, for it to be considered a group, it has to have at least 8 staterooms, all right? All sailings, of course, this is what you want for here. If they only want fun points, that means that they only get like tour conductor credits, is what a fun point is. Basically, after getting 15 full guests, you qualify for 1 tour conductor credit, which is in Carnival World means fun points. This right here will make it to where there's only fun point only options. We don't want that, and I'll explain to you in a second. So, how does this work? We're going to click all sailings and hit search. We have options here, average lead rate. We'll just go ahead and we'll just click this guy right here. Okay. Before I click it, I'm going to show you 2 things. Do you see where it says groups booked? This means that they've already booked a group for this cruise. That means that I would not add anything to this group. If it's not available, don't use it, okay? unless it's a promotional group, you don't want to add people. Like, you're going to help them, not yourself. So don't do that. All right. But in this one, it says no group booked. So we're going to do yes. For the amenity points, fun points, we love that. Average lead rate, it's pretty cheap. So let's go. Now we have to reserve 8 rooms in order for it to work. You first have to come in here. If you want to do a pin, you could do this. They can give out the pin in order to be added to the group. Group name, of course, I do Bob. Always Bob. And then for the number, you put the alternate agency phone number here. You don't have to, you can leave it blank. So you can max request 32 rooms total. Single guests are required to pay 200% of the deposit amount. The system will automatically reallocate that. You can find that by selecting different here. But in the beginning, you will have to do 2 people. After you do that, you can go back in and change it to a single, okay? And like I said, this will recalculate the deposit amount required. Then, of course, the comp policy is applicable to only full fare guests only. That means if they have like a certain discount, like a casino offer or something, they're not going to qualify for the actual comp policy that goes into the group. So let's go in here. They have 4 available for the balconies. So I'm just going to go grab me the cheapest balcony. We'll do 4 of those. 16% commission. If it had bonus, he would tell you here. Let's get 2 ocean views, and then let's get 2 interiors. Okay, so now we have 8 rooms, which is more than enough for that. It's telling me here that I can now max out to 24. But after a certain amount of rooms required, they require a deposit. So keep that in mind, okay? Don't request more than you have to. Start out with 8. You can always add them later on. So here it is. And then I want to show you, let's see if I go back. Is it here? Oh no, it's after. Okay. I want to show you something. Guidelines. Oh, there it is. All right. So here's a stateroom request. If you agree, you will confirm the booking and move on. Okay. They also have marketing guidelines and terms and conditions of how it works for the groups. And then the total does not include any extra stuff. It's just the basics. So you have to add gratuities, vacation protection, all of that. Okay. So guidelines. I want to show you guys this. Payment guidelines. It has when it's due, has the payment dates, etc. You need to know that. $25 per person for the deposit, and then $100 past December 11th. Okay? Cool. We like that. Next, cancellation guidelines. This is how it works if they cancel on these dates. Complimentary policy. So this is how it works for when it comes to groups. With Royal Caribbean, if you don't know, but every 16 guests you get on the Royal Caribbean, you get a free cabin. But let me explain how that actually works. You get the same here with Carnival, but it's 15 guests instead of 16. But when they give you the free berth, is what they're calling it, the free cabin, I can't say that without laughing. It doesn't just like, there's a couple ways you can do it. First of all, they give you the full fare and then they break it down between the guests. Or you could take it and give it to one guest. But that's how it works when it comes to the groups. Now, basically what I like to do is I put them all in the group and then we get the free, the free cabin, which is dispersed. And then I go in, I use the fun points, which are here. These fun points right here are basically going to be like cocktail, extra commission sometimes extra onboard credit, sometimes they'll just give them like little advantages of being inside of a group. The more rooms that you have booked, so if I booked another 8 cabins, I would get another tour conductor credit to use towards this group. And then with the max of it being 4, and then 8 times 4 is 32, which is the max amount of rooms that we can book for this. So 4 would be the max amount of tour conductor credits you can have. And that's how it works when it comes to groups. Next, you would hit confirm. Now, later on, if you add groups or book rooms, whatever, I always suggest just like talking to Carnival. It makes it easier. Or you can do it online, but talk to Carnival. They'll help you out with the group once you have it set up. Okay? So that is how groups work. And basically, guys, that's how it works for GoCCL. It's not bad. Honestly, Carnival is probably one of the easiest cruise lines that you'll book through. They have the best rewards when it comes to travel advisors. So make sure you guys get set up with them, check them out. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them below. I will go ahead back now to my chat so I can take a look at them. All right, so make sure you come back tomorrow at the same time, same place, 5 p.m. PST on my YouTube channel. We are going to be doing Canard, which is different than what most people train on. So I'm going to teach you all something a little bit different tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we're going to do Disney Cruise Line. So cruise week all week. If you are watching this on a replay, it will be set up to a playlist. It will display soon. You can just watch all the cruise trainings you want. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go to my chat now. If you have questions, drop them there. If you're watching a replay, comment below. I will be gladly here to help you. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. Same place, same time. Canard Cruise Line is what we're going to be talking about. See you there.